coming after you, that was him testing you. Okay, so he's got conflict aggression on top of that. He's unsure of what's going on. Too much, too soon. Doesn't know what's happening to him. He's coming in the house. I'm just going to test this guy right off the bat. Now, your response I liked because when he done that, you went toward him in a dominant fashion. A lot of people, when a dog gets aggressive with them, they go, whoa. They'll back up and run away. That's the worst thing you can do.
That's what I did the first time outside.
Yeah, I only seen the video.
Yeah.
The worst thing you can do is back up and run away, because when in a dog's mind, when you do that, he's won.
Yep.
He's won.
Yeah. And I recognize that right away.
Yeah, we said it right after.
I
We
wish
said,
I
yeah,
hadn't done that.
yeah. It's just startled you, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, realistically, I had something I was doing, and, you know, I wasn't wanting to get into dog training at the moment. So,
But for this to improve, unfortunately, distance and space was not going to help you. This is going to help you. Distance and space is going to make
Is it okay
worse.
if he goes over and does to him what you just did to him?
If he wants to try it right now,
Go ahead,
he's
Gary.
more than welcome.
Just go in.
Hey, buddy. Good boy, Blaze. Come on. Blaze, come. Come. Good boy.
There you go.
Come on.
Now pair with him.
Good boy.
Put your knee up.
Yeah, put your legs on him. There you go. Make sure his body's pressed against your legs, comfort areas, chest, shoulders.
Rub his chest here.
Now see how the dog's curving
He's
in.
leaning into me
See how he's
right
curving
now.
into him?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So in our back room, we got that gate across, and there's a table sitting there next to that gate, and he's jumping up on it and just sitting there observing us. We're not allowing him into the main part of the house with us, you know.
Please
and
come.
he's fed him a few treats from that position, but we've also told him, get down right now. You know, we talk a little tough to him, and then he will.
I think he was choking on something or spitting something or something.
So, but we've not babyfied or codified him in any way. We don't do that.
But I would not give him treats and reward him anytime he's elevated.
Oh.
Anytime
okay.
you
That's a
elevate
good
him,
point. Yeah.
so look at me. Anytime he's elevated, I'm on the same level as the pack leader.
Exactly. Yeah.
Versus if I'm down here.
Right.
So
I-
never
I-
put him on the same level as the pack leader.
Yeah, he just jumped up there to see into the kitchen area. But you're right. That's true.
Very good, Gary.
He's a good boy.
Now Gary's separating. Gary's got the drill. He's got it.
Yeah.
All right, now gentle tug. Just call him to you.
Please.
There you go. Now pair with him again. Good job. Look at that tail.
Yeah. Yeah, he's doing better. And then it's like trying to find somebody to adopt him.
So there's no easy fix to this. It just takes a lot of time and repetitions. Like I said, you know. Now if Gary wants to do this 10 times a day, he can. But I'm suggesting, you know, more the better. Because it's all about improving his
And he's getting ready to
relationship.
go ice fishing up in Michigan next week.
He came right over to me without me calling him. Good boy. You're a good boy.
Yes, you are. I like you, buddy.
Now here's some everyday things you can do
Good fella.
that will eliminate confusion for this dog. Okay?
Okay.
If you do have him in everyday settings in the house or whatever, okay?
Yeah.
You and Gary both need to be doing this. It's a technique I call spacing. When you go up and you open the refrigerator door, he needs to understand his head does not go in that refrigerator door.
Right.
So I simply just take my leg and I'll give him a little push back with it. I'm not kicking him, I'm just taking my leg and pushing and to make him understand this is my space, you do not invade it. Every time I go to a door, now there's an exception to door manners. I'm big on door manners. If Gary wants to open the door and send the dog outside to use the bathroom, Gary's not planning on going out, that's fine. That's fine. But if Gary's planning on going outside, I want Gary to open that door and same thing. Make him wait.
Right.
I don't want the dog beating off the side of Gary's leg, the door, or yours. I'm not asking
Well,
for
you
a-
opened the door the other day and let him in, and he was fine now. You know, not muzzle or anything, right? And then he was. Look at him. Look at, is that
So when they do that, I'm not looking for a sit. I'm not looking for a down. I simply just want to create space.
I think Gary scared him a little bit, and he, you know, when he yelled at him and that day that after the initial, so he's been a little bit more respectful. Because if I'm doing something, he'll let the dogs in the house if they've been out, you know.
I definitely would suggest him going to a home with a novice handler.
Oh, I
at
know.
all.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
This is fixable, but like I said, it's going to take somebody that's patient.
Yeah. So, is you as a dog trainer, could you fix this for the most part, or is it something even after you worked with him, he would still need management and
He's still going to need management. It's
Yeah.
I don't like to use the word fix because you can't really fix it. You
Right.
can improve it.
You are.
Yeah.
You're a good fella. He's a good boy.
so that if he met people, I can find a home eventually for him with no kids and maybe even a woman on. I get women that come to me sometimes and say, "Hey, I've had a home break-in or a home invasion. I need a dog." I'm like, "Let me get you a dog. How protective do you want? Because I've got them." And but then it required. I had a lady in Oak Ridge
Please
that
come.
wanted a dog like that. She
Come.
was retired Army, and she got a dog we had that.
Just keep pressure on the leash until he comes to you.
Please come.
Backing up. A little more.
Come on, please.
There you go. There
Good
you
boy.
go.
Good boy.
You want to pair with him? You got it.
So what would you do besides this? Is that and obedience? I mean, anything else that?
This and spacing, let him understand that because just because you have an anger issue or fear issue or whatever type doesn't mean that you're allowed to get by with stuff that other dogs can't. So
Right.
every time I come to a door, he needs to understand I go 1st. Every time I open the refrigerator door, he needs to understand I go first.
Okay.
And absolutely positively, never put him on anything elevated and reward him for
Did you hear that, Gare?
Mm-hmm.
We were letting them get. He jumped up there. We just did. Sometimes we were correcting him, telling him get down. What do you do?
Oh, I don't know. He just turned his head real quick. I didn't know if he was.
I think he was looking at Deb
Yeah.
when she yelled.
Yeah. I mean, if you thought you could work with him, I would be happy to have you. Take him on as a client. You
Well, I
tell
mean,
me-
obedience-wise, I mean,
Yeah.
he's a German Shepherd, and it's not going to be any type of problem whatsoever.
Yeah.
But like I said, even if I put him through a board and train or whatever, he's still going to have to go to somebody that halfway knows what they're doing.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's definitely somewhat obnoxious. He definitely he's not had the amount of training that he needs.
The third thing I would like to see, eventually is his, the tail's out. His ears are going back partially, but his breathing's still a little bit heavy. So when his breathing calms down, that means he's completely calm. It's still a little bit heavy, but so look at his belly right there. Still breathing just a little bit heavy, but it's fear. There's some guy here, and he don't know who I am. I got him excited. And
Yeah. Sit.
Good boy. Good boy. Please come. Please come.
Just tug it.
keep steady pressure to it. There you go.
Oh,
There you go.
okay. So just the steady pressure.
Steady pressure till he gives.
Good boy. He's a good fella. He's a good fella.
Now, as I said, I can't stress enough, just for safety measures. I'm going to stress it one more time. Only Gary can decide when he's comfortable of taking that muzzle off and doing this.
Right. Well, you've gone in the back room, right, Gary, with no muzzle on it, and this is the first
I'm
time.
going in the back room, but I just can't turn my back on the dog. To be honest with you, when I'm leaving the room, I'm going to kind of. I've just been bit too many times, and I just don't want.
He got bucked by a
this
horse a couple of times. He's, but he is.
Kick, drag. I'm just.
Yeah, but you got
I don't like
Keisha at
being
the
the
flea
guinea
market,
pig.
and
Like
she
a stunt
tried
man
to.
for animals, ain't you? Like a stunt
Well,
man
no,
for
our
animals.
black long-haired female, he was
guinea
at the
pig
flea
won't
market,
like
and
it.
she tried to bite him, and he's rehabbed her. But now she's still a one person, or I mean, she loves me now too. But yeah, she was definitely the guy was just giving her away at the flea market, and handed him the leash and took off.
It can improve. It can improve definitely. Like I said, I don't like to use the term fix, just because there's so much liability with it. It can improve. I don't see him being ever being a dog that's going to go to a couple with 3 small children.
Oh,
or
absolutely
anything
not.
like that.
I don't even put any of our adult males, unless I've got actual history that the dog's in a home with kids and he's okay with kids. I won't put adult male purebreds in homes with little kids. In fact, I always just tell them, I got puppies. You want a puppy? I just can't risk putting a dog, any shepherd in a home. Now I'll go with females. Usually the females are okay with kids most of the time, or we tell them puppies. So
Laser, come.
Go ahead and pull him a little bit, Gary. Bring your arm in toward your chest. There you go.
Boy.
So after you do that a bunch of times, then you're getting to that point where you feel that you're comfortable enough to take that off.
Yeah. See if Gary does this enough, what you guys are going to look for you want to look for everyday consistency of those ears coming down and that forehead less wrinkled. So if Gary is doing this enough and he starts seeing those ears coming down, the tail's all the way out, no wrinkles in the forehead, the breathing slowing down, if Gary starts spotting that, he's going to know that dog is getting really comfortable. Getting really comfortable, then that muzzle can come off.
Okay.
But like I said, he has to judge that for his own safety.
Yeah.
There's no way as a trainer that I'm going to come up and say, you know, hey, after 8 days, I want you to take that muzzle off, and somebody gets bit, and then, you know, there's no way I'm going to say that. It's definitely improvable.
Yeah. I always say our first German Shepherd, Oscar, 20 plus years ago, trained us for rescue because that was a difficult dog. And we should have red flag. Backyard breeder up in Virginia, we bought him. And the guy says to us, don't try to pet the parents, they'll bite you. Should have been a red flag because that dog was 120 pounds and he was really difficult. And he would bite people. Now, on the flip side of that, when we had creepy people show up here trying to come in your house, I was okay with that, you know? But
And see, all this is just a simple communication drill. When it's communicated to,